everyone, in this tutorial we are going to be working on your learning outside of class page, so make sure you navigate to this page and then scroll down to the instructions. And on this page what we're going to do is kind of just fill out this page however we want, because it's pretty much up to us as to how we want to design this page. We just want to basically highlight a few things that we've done outside of class and talk about how those experiences have contributed to our professional, personal, or academic growth. And so we do have a few things in here already to get you started, but you can always change them out if you choose to. So I'm going to scroll down, and the first thing we're going to do is figure out if we want to use hobbies and talents. If we want to use one of these, we can go ahead and just click on the pencil or double click in here, and then you can leave the title alone if you want to, or you can obviously delete it out if you choose to. I'm going to keep this one for the purposes of this, and what we're going to do is just type what we want in here. So you can just type straight in here. I do have mine written out, so I'm just going to do that instead so it doesn't take too long for you guys to see that. Once you have it in, just make sure that your text fits inside your box. So you can see right here it's being cut off. If I click off to the side, you can see there's some text down here that's not showing up. If you click on the auto resize button, it will resize it for you. Then on the side, you can choose to resize your image as well. So I can choose to make this a little bit bigger as well. Or if you choose, you can make it smaller. You can have one image here and put another one here as well. So lots of different options for you guys. All right, so in here, we're going to replace this image. I'm going to show you guys how to put in an image first, and then you can put in videos or whatever else that you want as well. So in here, I'm going to click on the pencil, and I'm going to replace this item, and we're going to upload file. So in one of my videos, I showed you how to find the files by clicking in here. You can also drag things in as well, so I'll show you how to do that. So if I want to, I can have my window up here, or sometimes you have things on your desktop that you can bring over. So I'm going to put in my hobbies photo in, so I can just drag it over, let go, and then click on upload. And once it uploads, we can move on to the next part and decide if that's something that we want to use. All right, so there's our image. And our next one is going to be volunteer and service work. So if we want to use this, we can go ahead and just click the pencil and begin by hitting enter, and you can start typing in whatever you want underneath. So here's my text for that. If I click this, you can see that the text box is a little bit big for it, so this will make it a little bit shorter. So if that's the case, then I'll want to just shorten this a bit. Alright, so on here we're going to be putting in a YouTube video. Alright, so I do have a video here pulled up, and for the most part you would be using your own video, but I do recommend putting it on YouTube because then it's that much easier to upload it to your ePortfolio. And you can do so by clicking this create button, and you can even put it in as an unlisted video. So go to your YouTube video. You can grab the URL at the top here, so you can just click on it, make sure it's highlighted, and then you can copy it. Go back to your ePortfolio, click on the pencil here, replace, and you can actually just type it right in the search bar here, and it will populate for you, and you can click on embed. So once that's done, you can resize this, although it's probably not going to do much because it's already blank here, but we can click it anyway. You can also move it around if you choose to center it a little bit, so that's totally up to you. Alright, in this next section here, I'm going to make this a gallery, but let's say I don't want to write about my co-curricular activities or my athletics because maybe I'm not involved in those things. So what you're going to do is you can double click or click that blue button, and you can change this to whatever you want. So maybe in this I'm going to be changing it to work or jobs or whatever you want to name it. And so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to type in my stuff underneath, so I can just hit enter, and then I'm going to paste and resize this so it fits. Again, you can also go in here and change different things, like if I wanted to bold this and underline it, I can go ahead and do that. So just be aware of those options as well. But over here, we're going to put in some images. So I'm going to click on the pencil, and we have to replace the first one. So upload file. This time I'm going to pull up my Finder and I'm going to put my job in here, my job photo, and click on upload. The first photo goes in, and then you can click on add more items to turn this into a gallery. So you can click on upload file again and select a different one. So let's say part of my job is to make food as well. So I'm going to click on upload, or maybe that's just one of my hobbies or something like that. And so yeah, just make sure that they relate to the section here. And so now you have a gallery, and of course you can add more items. You can also replace items and edit captions for things. This is how you can flip back and forth between different images. In here, you can click on this grid, and you can also replace specific ones or delete them if you choose to at a later time. All right, so that's pretty much it. If you want to add more to that page, you can always click here and add different things. Again, be careful with this part. I would not recommend using this part for this particular part of the page, but you can add more text boxes. You can add images by going up to here, image, and then upload file, and so on. So feel free to do whatever you want to this page. Just make sure that you highlight a few different areas, and again, really focus on what you're learning from those experiences. Once you're done, go to the top and click on Publish Changes, and then you should be done with this page.